Separate peace, Lithuania. Oh, it's so aggravating. Well, at least he owes me a whole heap of favors for it. If you can keep the innovativeness. If you can keep the innovativeness, you will save so many points. That can be a big if. Yes. If you can't start stacking this number up, it's pointless. Like, we're doing okay. We're actually stacking it up a bit. But in several of the other runs, we have not been. We had not been. And it was like, oh yeah, you got 2 innovativeness and it's decaying. And it's like, yeah, I know. I accept that. I understand we're never going to have innovativeness. This is our fate. If I give you your autonomy, you're not going to rebel. Then just stop being a problem, thank you. Now, do I assume they're going to full annex or not? It says that they don't want this. So I think I should attack. And use this to break AQ up from, 1,000 ducats in debt! Yeah, you typically want to go a Diplo idea group first, because at the start you're expanding, and you need admin to core those expandings. Unless you're vassal expanding and you're contracting out your admin expenses. Yeah, I am a bit worried about that. Thankfully, I earned a whole bunch of trust. I can spend down. So a jam can come help. They've not been any help to me. My boats. Issue the boats command, chat. Waste of 30 ducats, or 60 ducats, sorry. I'm assuming they're not going to full annex them. What's the bet now that they full annex them? And then I end up called into a war against the Ottomans. That's so going to happen. You know what? Fine. Let's deal with it on this side then. I should also make sure that you love me enough. I should be spending down that trust so that you actually honor a call against me. Two more times. Oh, and it looks like a jam is over here, so okay. I thought a jam wasn't coming over. I thought they were stuck. Trust. Go deal with those, then here. And the absolute last trust. 99% trust. If that isn't enough... Galgamus, you're sounding like DDR Jake there. Curry favor. I'll gain the Patriarch Authority, thank you. I'll gain the Ducats, thank you. You can sit there. Everyone else can split up across these. So if they full annex them when they say they don't want the land, it's probably GG. Huh? And yet you declare your own war. Oh, I won't join your war. I'm in debt, but I'll declare one against Twer. Jerk. So I need to break him up from the Ottomans. But otherwise, that's the only thing I particularly want from him. Then I can come back for whatever claims or cause this guy's generated. Poor little no guy. Difference in government rank. Yeah, don't jump ahead of you. Don't jump the gun. Don't jump the gun. Speed up. Other than this, what should I be doing? I could generate a claim on Ganja. That would be useful. I think I'm going to have to regenerate my claim on Lithuania because Muscovy hasn't given it to me in 3 wars now against Lithuania, I think. 0% failure. You never try, you never fail. I do want St. Nick still. We still have too much aggressive expansion a lot of the time. Well, it doesn't seem that I need to, well, I was going to say be paying my troops, but then these guys turn up. Could you go away? You haven't hurt me enough. Come on, hurry up and finish him so I can get him out. They full annexed him! You asshole! And now he gets to call in the Ottomans. This is ridiculous. He didn't full annex him in the war when he says he wants all the land, and then in the war where he says he specifically doesn't want some of the land. Oh yeah, I'm gonna full annex him. Yeah, I suppose technically he returned that to Genoa. Technically he returned this province to Genoa. I offer you concede defeat. Because I do not want the Ottomans called in against me. I can. But the Ottomans, but the Muscovites won't join because we're in debt. We're in debt. I doubt it. They still have... Nah, there's no way. Not when they're like that. Not when they still have Genoa and, the Albenga boys. Granada... Oh, wow. Well done, Granada. Granada yet lives. And Castile got half munched by Aragon before getting the Iberian wedding. I'm surprised that Aragon is loyal. Yeah, that Aragon is very close to being disloyal. Are the Ottomans hostile? No, they're not hostile. In fact, I could maybe get them to go friendly. Maybe. I'm happy to set the Great Horde. How long till I can gobble up you? 4 more years. Is Muscovy even making money? How much money is he making? 32. Nah, he's not going to pay that off at any reasonable speed. Honestly, at the moment, a jam is a better friend than Muscovy. I'm friendly. Yeah, you gonna let me convert some stuff? No. Gods, that was ridiculous. Well, there's one way of getting at the Great Horde without everyone else. If I release Crimea, it is a little bit more force limit, and it is another units. I might be able to go convince Uzbek to get out and then come back to doing the Great Horde. But I just... Great Horde. Yeah, nah. And Uzbek. Yeah, I could actually potentially push Uzbek out, but I can't beat the Great Horde all by myself. A Jam says it's too far away. The Goths are coming for Trebizond's record. And Muscovy keeps not separate piecing Lithuania. No, I do need that, because 9 is an important one. No, there's no openings at the moment. Mostly because you're a useless idiot who's declaring his own wars endlessly, and bad ones. It would almost have been better for us if Poland did get the Union. At least then Lithuania wouldn't be friends with Venice and Novgorod and Poland. Instead, Poland would probably just have Stettin and some little random derp over here. And Muscovy would be separate piecing them. In fact, they probably wouldn't need to, because Novgorod probably wouldn't have any friends. Yeah, maybe they'll turn friendly. And they are at 100. Could happen. More likely to only happen if I set Poland as an enemy. And his debt is just growing. If I got that alliance, I would use him against Lithuania immediately. Start balkanizing Lithuania. Like, that's the best I can do. Would be feeding some of this. I suppose I should indicate I hate you then, so that he fabricates to Gothic Maluk. Fine, we'll curry with our friends. There's nothing else to do. I said curry, 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 curry. Delicious curried favors. Oh, it's probably nothing important. Yeah, that doesn't hurt, but it doesn't help either. He's paid off some of his debt. Yeah, I enjoy watching Budget. I'm a bit disappointed by him not coming up to the new patch, but whatever. Not now that it's fixed. I don't have claims adjacent to claims, so there's actually no point in doing that. Re-raise with you. Come on, pay off another half of that debt. I suppose I could go turn on the edict and then do the conversion. Now a jam will help here. That's almost enough, but it's not who I need. I need you, Muscovy. I suppose technically I could try to get you. Oh god, Muscovy spat out Nizhny Novgorod. Why, Muscovy? Why? Oh, there we go. Okay, so he'll finally join, which means I should go spit out Crimea. Declare for reconquest. I want all of this back. Go. First step is get Uzbek out. More dip points. Okay. New minion needs love. New minion definitely needs some love. There were 2 good attempts. The rest have stuffed up at various points. Some of them have just been RNG things, so like, it's month 4 of the game, your king has died, and you're pushed into a 12-year Regency Council. Would you like to continue? No. Sometimes it's been that the Ottomans start out hostile and immediately decide to kill us, more or less. There have been a couple of those. The 2 good ones... There was one where I stuffed up by not rivaling Muscovy before I declared war on them, which meant I couldn't call in all my friends because I wasn't allowed to use Reduce Opinion. Because even though I was at war with him, apparently I liked him. There was one that got screwed up by Sweden. I was attacking Lithuania. Lithuania had no friends other than Sweden. I was working my way through. And then, oh look, Sweden's declared their independence. Lithuania was supporting them. Sweden yeets out of Scandinavia. Like, doesn't fight a single battle in their independence war. They're almost full sieged in it. And yet they're over in my land, helping out Lithuania. And I can't get them out of the war because, we're winning this war. Ignore the fact that I'm about to be, you know, not a person. One failed from, When Austria de-allied Hungary, because of the attempting to get the PU... He allied Poland, and ever from then, they just stayed together, and no one could do anything in Europe to these two. I tried to strike during a moment of weakness and split them up. Poland was in another war. Austria was in another war. We got about this much done, and then Austria, the war that had only like 5% either way, like the war score on one side and the war score on the other was only about 5. Peaced out. Suddenly 200k of Austro-Hungarian Bohemian units are over here destroying me. Yeah, it was not fun. It was not fun. But I had to make the play. Like, otherwise I would never have broken up Poland and from Austria. It would have only gotten worse if they finished PLCing. If they actually formed the PLC proper, it would only have gotten worse. What is the grey in France? Armagnac, which is a vassal of France. Presumably he ran out of government's capacity and spat it out because he's eating too much of England. This is about the 3rd time we've seen this France get over onto the mainland. It seems to be a regular occurrence now. 3 out of 16 or so attempts now. France has gotten over to the mainland. Now, does mean I wasted coring these two, but I get all these for nothing. I am going to take that. And I think I take 1, 2, 3 for Ghazi. And then I yoink this one. And that will give us Astrakhan. And it's time to start integrating Ghazi. Oof. Nope, not bonus aggressive expansion, I'm sorry, so... See if we can convince Uzbek to leave. Not yet, he says. Nope, no, CBing East Frisia is not plausible, Jake. In about 80% of the runs, he's had an ally by the time the end of the first month, and even if not, his force limit is bigger than us. So we'd have to do sort of vaguely cheesy, walk halfway to him, get the rest of the access, walk the rest of the way. But yeah, almost all the time he has an ally by the end of the first month, so it's not really a reasonable strategy. Same as, like, exiting to Ireland isn't a reasonable strategy anymore, because by the time you try to get there, you've suffered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 or so ticks of on-arrival attrition with your units in the boats. The return of on-arrival attrition and for units inside boats is horrible. Nope, Xavier, we're not allowed to form anything. Well, that's not strictly true. There are a couple of things we could form. We could form Brazil and Texas and Zealandia. But otherwise, we're pretty much not allowed to form anything. We're only allowed to form colonial nation tags. Yeah, you end up with like 3 by the time you get there. Exactly. Exactly. No, I'm happy doing it legit, even if it takes lots of attempts. We got Theodoro done. I'm pretty sure we can get this done too. We got Trebizond done, sorry. I'm pretty sure we can get Theodoro done too. Come on, let me piece you out. I just want to treat you as a bank. No, I have not tried that, Xavier. That is a bit too cheesy for my tastes. It would work if your boats weren't dead. You'd have to, like, know exactly when you're declaring, and they'd have to... I'm not sure that that would work either, because they'd have more boats than us. Let's go have a look. East, Frisia. 23 boats to my 13. Or 15. So he's probably going to have a better navy than us and stop us from doing that. Which is the same problem as all these things for very hard, that although the land force limit starts at 6, the naval force limit starts at 12. So when you boost that by 50%, because it's a bigger number, it gets bigger by more. It gets really unreasonably big for very hard. I kind of think that maybe they should change the very hard modifier to be like 25% naval force limit instead of 50. Just because that number starts so much bigger than the land force limit number. Okay, he'll give us that. He'll give us the war reps. That's all I care about. We can come home. This, yes, and that, yes, and that are going to Ghazi. They should do a -50 for players. Nope, we don't take loans here, Xavier. 0 loans. That is a bit of aggressive expansion, but we've been sitting on absolutely 0 until now. Just a flat -50, yeah. Until you can have 100 boats, you can't have any boats. Deal with it. I want to break you up with Uzbek. I would like your money. Done. Wait for him to start coring. Good. Good. Then I steal Astrakhan, which is going to cause a lot of... Well, actually, no. I can just annex him, and then I can release Astrakhan, so that's fine. I mean, there's a reason why... there's a reason why both me and Actwix hate boats in this game, Jake, on very hard. And it's not because the boats are balanced properly. It's not because the boats are balanced properly. Do the 2 dev, make our estates happy. Go get the next mission. Have 10 ships. Sure, whatever. Our boats should be privateering. All of them. And then how many more do I need? I need 10, supposedly, so 6. I guess we just sell off our galleys? I'm not allowed to have galleys, is the answer. They want me to spend all of my naval force limit on trade ships. Call back from Muscovy, see who will buy our boats. Oh wow, the knights managed to took Cyprus. Good for you. Would you like my ships? Yep, you'll give me 10 ducats for them. It's more than I was hoping for. I was expecting to give them away for nothing. Would you like my ships? Thank you, goodbye. No. Because this is a very important... oh, no, we're far enough ahead that we can do one more. But that's probably the last one. Now, I touch you. I can indicate that I want to have my guy fabricate on you. Or... no, I do need to eat you. So yes, we need to fabricate on you and kill you. I hate you. Fabricate on him. Get to work. You can almost get that one to happen. He hasn't generated any claims there. Genoa has allied Austria. Oh, you're killing Hissen Kaifa? Goodbye, Hissen Kaifa. Goodbye, sweet friend. All our units need to come home. Come on home. Yeah, I said the Knights managed to take Cyprus. Well done. Very well done by them. Now they have 2 islands. Use up our new force limit. The Great Horde full annexed Crimea, except for the one province of Mantrega, which they returned to Genoa. Then I released Crimea from my little 2 provinces and made the Great Horde give back the ones he just took, except for that one that he made Genoa. He made Crimea give to Genoa. Except that now he's also my vassal. And a very loyal vassal at that. Additionally, we took a little bit without justification. We took Astrakhan and Rin and Yik so that we could get a border on Nogai, so that we can hopefully turn Nogai into a reconquest vassal, and so that we can, once we annex Ghazi, turn this into a Astrakhan. Palatinate got elected emperor. Did Austria have a girl? Place your bets, people. Actually, insights, no. This thing, manager poll. New poll. Did Austria have a girl? Question mark. A girl. Yes. Or actually, boy, girl, no heir. Boy, girl, no heir. Okay. Vote now. What do you think is the reason for Austria not having the emperorship? Is it because they have a girl? Is it because they have no heir? Is it just that they have a boy, but everyone hates them? Vote now! People think he's without an heir, it seems. I personally vote for girl, but... Kazan is preparing to attack the Great Horde. That's precisely the kind of thing we want to hear. The matter is beyond our control. I can't actually steal any of these provinces or I'll become disloyal. Okay, we're ready to annex you. Good day. Go back to currying with you. I should actually go re-up with Mr. Ottoman so that he can't be called in against me. Last moments. Vote now or forever hold your peace. Yoink. And train. Yeah, submit. I can explain. So, Muscovy, right? Currently, pretend he had no heir. Then I could come in here and say for 90 favors, put someone with my dynasty in as your heir. And then when that heir comes to power, I will have the same dynasty as them. Which means I could potentially go and force a PU on them. Force a personal union. They don't allow it on very hard, however, so I basically never get to use the button. You have no diplomat. They have a regency. They already have a valid heir. I don't have enough favors, but most importantly, very hard. Not allowed to use the button. What it means is that you can turn... Like, you can turn longtime friends and allies into a personal union, which actually works really well because, like, they call you into their wars, you help them grow, they give you favors for it, you turn those favors into a personal union eventually. What did people say? The end results for the vote are... Most people think no heir, a 63%. Let's go have a look. Austria has an heir. So it isn't that Austria had no heir. It must just be that everyone hates him. Yeah, everyone hates him. People like the Palatinate more. Only you voted right. Clap, 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 clap. Well done. Well done. Everyone just hates Austria. So that gets done reasonably quickly. The chin is not impressive enough to be emperor. I've remaxed with the Ottomans. My claim on Litauen has died. I need to indicate to my Crimea that he has to fabricate on him. Austria do get a lot of ideas to help them. They get dip rep, they get aggressive expansion burn off. They usually take diplomatic as their first one because they start off as the emperor, which gives them even more aggressive expansion burn off and dip rep. Lets them have another friend, lets them make another elector their minion. Effectively. Re-up with Mr. Muscoy. Yeah, and then you see stuff like Mantua as the Emperor in that run we had a couple of attempts ago. Mantua Emperor who refused to pass any reforms because he knew that if he did, no one would vote for him. Yeah, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. This idiot keeps attacking Twer and then not eating it. I'm surprised if Twer isn't a 1-1-1 province by now, just because of how often they've looted it. Things have been a bit slow going. But the Ottomans are boxed in, which is nice. The one before this was that I made Crimea too big. I directly vassalized them rather than catching and releasing. And so they hated me for forever. And they were never going to integrate, and they were seeking independence from everyone. Just would have been a pain to try and finish. I got too greedy with them. I got too greedy. The greed was real. Muscovy is... A lot of the nations are stupid this patch. They just... It shows that the government capacity is too small. Like, if these nations have problems, how the hell is a player meant to deal with it? You know, if starting France, if starting Castile, if starting Muscovy can't deal with it, how are you meant to deal with it as a player? You just meant to not do anything? Is that what Paradox want you to do? Yeah, we've mostly been splitting France up into lots of little bits too. Poor England. He just lost another province. We should be doing something with our diplomat. Well, I could stab up. Done. And improve with Ryazan. I've got a relationship slot. They're an ally. I guess why not? Heyo, Lua, aka Mr. Dog. He's got a Mr. T-like thing. And a Snorlax. My guy isn't fabricating. If he hasn't fabricated something by 6, I guess we just declare. Start fabricating our own stuff. Speed up. Call back, get this alliance. Why not? Get a royal marriage, offer him access. That heir is hot garbage and can be thrown away. Remarry. 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 Make sure I've offered them access. No, the baby died. The baby died. The baby died immediately. It was a stillborn baby. It died upon birth. No, this is trying to tempt me into not getting that on time, which is too valuable. Ooh, he's generated his claim. Good man. Muscovy joins, we can probably get that to happen and then start subdividing Lithuania. Re-raise with the Ottomans, take the admin, spend it down on that. It's New Year, New Tech time. No, it's not, it's one more year away. And also we could dev push for the thing. But I kind of wanted to wait to dev push until we had something over here. Oh wow, that's even a really nice one to do it in. So I'd have to take 2. The Mamluks are at -10. And they are pretty strong. They're pretty strong. I suppose I could try upping with them, but they don't hate QQ. The problem is they don't hate QQ. The Sea of Azov is full of baby corpses. Rough. I guess I can stab back up again. Manpower building, why not? What do the estates want? Nothing yet. Next truce we care about, Lithuania in a couple of months. Would we be able to make that happen? Maybe? Especially if we hit Tech 9 before they do. That would make it a lot easier. Has Venice hit Tech 9? Venice hasn't. Truce with Lithuania is up. Let's have a look. We're outnumbered. We can probably get Novgorod out really quick. And Odiev. Is this worth going for? Or do I sit around? No, I'm at full manpower. I'm at full manpower. I have to spend it. Take the tech. Declare you tasty. And now I'll show Muscovy how this is supposed to be done. Separate piecing people out. Yeah, we should do the unit upgrade. Pike. Send the cannon across to the siege. We have too many people in the nation. We must spend some. Imagine being sent to siege down Siberia. Okay, and then Novgorod. Now, is that enough to get you out yet? Nearly. People. Group up. -4. Done. Novgorod, out. See how easy that is, Muscovy. That's all I want you to do. Peace, people, out. Oof. Admin, thank you. Take that slightly early. Sweden, don't you dare. Don't you dare. No one supports their independence. No one. Unfortunately, there's no good person for me there. You're okay. Solidify those front rows to the extent possible. Yeah, I did say we had too much manpower. And that problem has been thoroughly solved. Now, Muscovy, how would you like an ODF? Muscovy do not want it. Okay. Money. Money. Give up claims. Give me some prestige. Done. I know, it's ridiculous. How is Lithuania allied to Venice? How? Probably because they both hate Hungary. They might have both hated Hungary at some stage. Also, since when is Hungary free and have a PU over Brittany instead of being PU'd by Austria? Whatever. It's a weird world. They are Habsburg, though. Yes. Queen Anne von Habsburg. Nope. I don't think you need to attach to me anymore. I want to go rescue my capital. These can go do the siege, though. I'll even roll another leader. Hopefully we get some siege perps. Yes. Venice accepts that they don't have enough troops here. Now, what do I want? I want Lithuania to break up with Poland. I don't care about Venice. Venice don't bring anywhere near so many troops as Poland to the fight. And they're further away. And I want to take enough to do Chernigov and Kiev. So 1, 2, 3 provinces, maybe? This isn't a 10-year truce, so that works. That's also technically not a 10-year truce, so it works, and it gives me Galicia Volhynia, Kiev, and Chernigov to work with. I could also do Zaporier, but unless the Ottomans go friendly, there's no point. I will take this. It's extra aggressive expansion burn off. We can't sadly do Polotsk unless we separate piece out someone for giving up. Actually, yes. Can we try that? Venice. I will give up. Oh, but I want to give up this. Let me return his land. Nah, doesn't look like you can do it. I can do it to the war leader, though. Oh well. We'll have to work out some way to get it from Russia. If we really want it that badly. Now, the other option is we go sit on Poland's capital and get them to want out. Oh, one of our leaders died. And then gather back up. Good. No, I'm pushing Poland out of the war. I'm not leaving Muscovy to die alone. I'm pushing Poland out of the war. They look similar, but they're very different. The three siege general is going to be a big help. If we can get Warsaw, I'm pretty sure we can just knock Poland on the head out of this. We're probably not going to be able to get Venice out, ever. Okay. One of you go here. One of you go here. One of you go there. See if that's enough to push Mr. Poland out. Good day, sir. And now the numbers look a lot better, don't they? 70 versus 40. When you don't get Poland in here, come get Dublai back. Minions, please here. Please here. Nah. On the Great Horde of renting Condotte again. Well, leave it and see if we can convince Bennis that he wants out, maybe. Are you sick of this yet, perhaps? No. It's mostly that he actually has the tech. Like, he actually has Tech 9, whereas... Oh no, Lithuania's got Tech 9 Tower too. What about you? No, now Muscovy's outclassed. He's the last one in the fight that doesn't have tech. Yuck. Still, at least it's my vassal and not me, he says as they move to his capital. Don't care about that. Oh yes, why aren't you hiding? I guess I'd rather do the base tax. I could use a couple of extra cannons. I can block you. How are you going to exit? I would like to know. Okay, Muscovy's taking care of those. Good. We squish enough Venice stacks, they might actually want out. Actually, that's kind of true. They do kind of want out. Like, Venice is kind of getting sick of this. War exhaustion, military strength. Especially if that gets crushed. Yeah, Venice won out. Done. I didn't think we'd be able to get Venice out during this war, because it's too hard to get over and siege him. Okay. Now, the fact that I don't have to break you up with Poland on your side anymore makes life quicker. I just want that. That lets me do Chernigov, Kiev, Galicia, Volhynia. I'd kind of also like Polotsk. But it's a big reach across to Polotsk, so it's kind of a bridge too far. So those new cannons I ordered. Come on over. I should be doing something with my diplomats, like upping with Crimea. No, like upping with Armenia. So double check. You asshole. Oh, I've taken the fort. 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll give it to us. It gives us Chernigov, Kiev, and Galicia, Volhynia. I've got the relationship slots. I can abandon... I could abandon Ryazan. I don't need that long term. And we're about to get rid of one, although we're going to replace that with a different one. Maybe just the 2 then. And then I can definitely come back before he reallies Poland. I kind of want to give these 2, actually. If I do these 2, I can temporarily give that one to Crimea, release the other guy, steal it back, and then start making that my Ruthenian capital. Unless there's a better province to make our Ruthenian capital. Nah, grain, grain, grain. Yep. Okay, so we're going... How are we going to do this? I was going to do that to Crimea, the other one to me. I have to do it both to me and then give one to Crimea. Fair enough, I'll do it the other way around. Theodoro. So it's 1, 2, and that gives me Kiev. And then we come back and beat him up before he re-allies Poland. We get back all of Kiev and all of Chernigov. It's unfortunate that Muscovy got this back, because I'd much rather have the two that I do be 1, 2, 3. So that we had the fort. We're going to have to siege this fort again. I suppose I could give 1, 2 to Muscovy and ask for them back with favours once I release the guy. I have got the favours. So sure. If that doesn't increase the length of the truce too long... Yeah, that's borderline. But I can give up that if we do that. Yeah, that works. So as soon as he'll give us that, he can have a lasting peace. Sit on his forts. Make him have some fear of God. And then he'll say yes. Surely. Yep. Double check. These two to Muscovy. Muscovy says, cheers, bro. I say that one and that one for me. That one's going to release Kiev. That one's going to release Chernigov. And then I ask Muscovy for those back. It's a short enough truce that he shouldn't be able to re-ally Poland. Is there anything else to think about? No. Come home. Can I start annexing you yet? Yes. You have to die. As long as you'll proceed at more than a non-zero rate. Yes. We go release Kiev. We go release Chernigov. And then we ask Muscovy for these bits of Chernigov back. So Muscovy bro, I would like Lubin. And then I would like Chernigov. I don't know if Chernigov is a fixed capital nation. We'll find out, I guess. There we go. He has instantly moved his capital to Chernigov, so he must be a fixed capital nation. Start making our new guy love us. Ooh, Gizmaluk needs some bribery to finish annexing. Okay, okay. Yes, we can do that. I can temporarily reintroduce the art. We can use that to get Gizmaluk to finish integrating, and then they'll all be happy. No, it would make the truce too long, Dino. It would have made the truce too long, and he would have re-allied Poland. This way, the truce should just be short enough that we can slip in before he re-allies Poland. Now, if I'm finishing up Diplo, is there any reason to not make them marches in the short term? I don't think there's any reason to not make them marches. I can always just unmarch them. That also makes them much happier with their life. Oi. You're gonna make me do something? Okay. That can be a 10. Is that enough? No. I could have some more army strays. That would help. Marry you. Marry you. Take the advisor costs. We've already got Tech 9, so that's fine. Can I give you some trust? Yeah, that would work. Yes! Now stay loyal and integrate. I'll even improve with him a little bit more just to try and keep him that way until he finishes. Starlight! The birth of an heir draws near, and the astrologer has completed his work. He proclaims that the child born to the royal house on this day shall rule a mighty kingdom, and is about to continue when the feeble sound of the newborn scream is heard. A daughter, the midwife announces. You have a healthy, sturdy daughter, my Atterbeg. Elizabeth? Catherine? Or a Georgian name? Or Sarah? I mean, how can I not go with the highest total stats, right? Yeah, it puts us 1 over the army limit. It does. But our army limit's also triggering up because it suddenly realized that I have marches, right? It takes until the end of the month before it realizes, oh look, he's got 2 new marches. He should have extra force limit. And you can still change the name afterwards. Her name is Sarah, renamed, definitely not called Sarah. One, 2. Gather back together. You may train. I'll build 3 more because we're gonna... Well, actually, no. 2 more. Because we're gonna integrate some units when we integrate that guy. Although, admittedly, one is a horse. Yeah, that's fine. So we're annexing you, we're annexing you. This is going to lead to releasing Astrakhan. And see, that border isn't too ugly. Person who was complaining. That's a straight line, that's a straight line. Okay, there's an enclave, and there's another, well, exclave, and there's another exclave, but my borders are fine. If you ignore the fact that my capital is disconnected from the bulk of my land. My land is fine. Get over there, get over there. Someone complaining about borders? Who would ever? No one would ever do such a thing. And so we've got 1 more subject to release. We've got Astrakhan once this is done. And our truce with the Great Horde was nearly up. Now, as long as you don't screw things up by attacking Novgorod, I'm going to say I don't care about Novgorod. Hopefully he doesn't start his own truce with them. Oh, Ryazan agreed to vassal Muscovy, so they fixed my marriage with Ryazan that way. Armenia, Crimea, Chernigov. So we're about to lose Gizmaluk. Gizmaluk can become Astrakhan. Astrakhan is a bit grumpy to start with. I'm not turning admin into prestige. Start bribing our new guy. He'll get happy in time. We inherited some units, including a horse. Get rid of the horse. These come on over. Might as well use our full force limit. And then over here, I need 2 claims on you, or for you to agree to vassalize. Now, you're not going to agree to vassalize because I own your core provinces. Even if I didn't, you wouldn't. So we do it the unfriendly way, by eating you up. You're protected by Khorasan, Beepus, Chugtai, ugh, and Kazan. Great Horde has essentially no meaningful friends, and we get to reconquest for this. Mercantilism is correct. This gets to be full stated until we fix it all. Speaking of, how did our religious conversion go? Oh, it got cancelled because of... Yeah, because we released Crimea. So come over here and fix these ones. And then I was going to yoink this and make it my capital, if it won't piss you off too much. And it is going to borderline piss him off too much. But tough. That's going to be my new capital. How long am I playing this evening? It's getting a bit late. If there's someone worth following, I might chuck people along to them. Because I should have some dinner at some stage. I should have some dinner. I mean, there's a reasonable point to end. Yeah? We just beat Lithuania. We're setting up for moving our capital. And we're getting ready for war with the Great Horde. Who can I get behind what they're doing? Let's be honest. Flurry doesn't need anyone's help. There's me, there's Budget. Although Budget's not playing EU4. There's Florius. Yeah, I can get behind Florius. I'm going to go have some dinner. See you guys tomorrow, maybe then. Raid Florius the Austrian. For those of you joining for the first time, consider hitting that follow button. Also subscribing. But mostly hitting that follow button so that you know when I'm online again. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and you'll join us for the continuation of this attempt. It looks like we've got a good attempt. Fingers crossed. Again soon. We'll run through the time-lapse while the time counters down. We're little purple Theodoro. We eat Emeriti. We eat Georgia. We vassalize and feed Armenia. We eat some of Crimea. We eat Gizmaluk. We spit out Crimea and we feed them. We feed the Gizmaluk. And then we get all these little vassals. Peace!
Let's go!